Hey everyone, my name is Pupsker, and I haven't really done a video quite like this. Essentially, I'm showing you all of my stats on my videos over the past 7 years, because that's about how long I've had this channel. We're going over pretty much views, subs, and of course, how much money I've made over YouTube. My channel has currently, in total, I will throw it up here, 2.5 million views. It's actually like 2.4 something, but YouTube just kind of bunches it together to 2.5 million views. I clearly have 7.6 million watch time minutes, so every view, people usually watch about 3 minutes in total. Now, the content on my channel, I would 100% say is mainly games, no surprise there, and then guides. I have a lot of guides for videos, and, obviously people tend to watch guides a little bit longer because they want to go through the entire guide to know what's going on. So that's why my watch time is at 7.6 million views. I know, you see when it lights up? Yeah, I know, it's because I'm opening up my pictures. I have 5.7k subs. Now, if we jump back to views, as you can see, like the first, I would say 3 years, I was getting like no views. Obviously, I think, I was about 15 to 16 at the time. Okay, so obviously I couldn't have gotten too many views. I wasn't really doing much. I just kind of dicked around, played League of Legends, so nothing really too big, too bad. And then I started to grow. Like, you see that growth period there? That's when I started playing MapleStory. Yeah, I know, shocker there. Also, you can see my revenue this whole time, and I'm just not talking about it. I'm gonna talk about it, okay? Who cares? Yeah, and then you see that one spike. That's when essentially one of my videos blew up and randomly got a ton of views all at once. And I have no idea how. I think it was just pure luck of YouTube picking up my video, like the YouTube algorithm just picking it up. And it was a Game Dev Tycoon video. Currently, my most viewed video at about 300,000 views. And it's gained me like a lot of subs. But we'll go over a video by video breakdown later on. I've took pretty important screenshots with very noticeable stats, as you can see. I'll also talk about that $1.6 thousand from 2.5 million views, because that's not technically correct, and I'll tell you why once we get there. But yeah, as you can see, the views, they went up when I was playing MapleStory, and then they really rocketed up, like in that midsection for a good amount. That's when I pretty much returned to MapleStory and went hard on making videos. I was pretty dedicated, but then I got bored of the game, so I stopped. And then that brief period, I was still getting a lot of passive views because I made a lot of YouTube game guides. And those go get views over time forever. They're pretty timeless. So I started making some Warframe videos from that like hump there, where it's bigger at the end, bigger in the start, and then there. I made Warframe videos, just kind of messed around, and still I don't really have any direction in my channel. I'm just kind of making videos. I don't know if I want to go back to Warframe, continue playing old school RuneScape, make content for both of them, play Teamfight Tactics, make content for that. Yeah, I'm not flipping you off, but maybe that's offensive, sorry. I don't know. So it's really a weird transition period right now. Obviously, I'm working full-time and have an actual job for me. This isn't my job. I have a real job to sustain my life, so don't worry about that or anything. And if you look at my subscribers, I got that 225 bump almost from that one video. Other than that, I don't have any huge bumps. There's the one in the beginning when I started playing MapleStory. I have a random bump here or there. I think that's when I like posted videos or here and there to Reddit, and one or two got picked up and got a lot of subs. Or I may have done like sub for sub back in 2014, but I'm not too sure about that. And then like, yeah, MapleStory got me a decent amount. That Game Dev Tycoon video got me over 500 total, and by now almost 1,000 because I remade the game guide, so yeah. And then MapleStory again got me a huge boost, and then I was just gaining some from Warframe and old school RuneScape, so it's nothing too amazing. Like I don't have a wildly successful channel or anything like that. I have a decent channel, I guess. Now, on to the revenue. Boom. I'll tell you why this looks so freaking weird. There was a time when I was with a partnership. No, there was a MCN, right? YouTube channel network, multi-channel network, sorry. That was right there. Where there is zero revenue, that's when I was with a multi-channel network. What they are is essentially like Machinima, Maker Studios, whatever. They just like manage your money and your channel. I was with... Actually, I was doing that almost that whole time, surprisingly enough. So, in the early days, I was partnered with Fullscreen. God-awful company. There was no reason for me to partner, but I did for some reason. So that's why I have no early stats of money. And then that small blip there is when I left Fullscreen and I went to Curse Gaming Network. Because Fullscreen had a 40-60 revenue split. Curse had a 10-90. So I was getting 90% revenue. I would actually say my total amount of money, since that was like my big jump there, I probably made in total probably $2.4 thousand over all of my videos. So my CPM, my like cash money rate, is actually god awful. It looks here like it's 0.6 or so, but my CPM is probably more like 1.1 or something along the lines of that. It's hard for me to say for sure, because again, I haven't made consistent videos, and I'll give you some tips on how to grow on YouTube at the end, because I've figured out somewhat how in a sense, but you got to be consistent, and I'm not consistent. And you also have to have like an actual game plan. I think everyone's biggest idea on YouTube, the issue with everyone on YouTube is a lot of people like me, small YouTubers that just kind of fuck around. We don't have like an actual game plan, and you need a plan, because oh god, I think I could probably get up to, I could get like thousands of subscribers. I don't think I could start pulling in like 5,000 a day at all. I don't think I'm that good, that smart. I don't think I have a game plan like that, but I think I could definitely up how many subs I got if I purely started remaking type videos of guides that did well for my channel. So it's definitely a thing to think about. It's always a good idea to go scout out smaller channels, see maybe like what one or two of their videos got really popular, and then try to make videos kind of like that. It works for some people, works for others, but of course you're always at the hands of the YouTube algorithm, so who knows. Now, this is my stat breakdown per video for my most popular viewed videos. The reason I did views is because it defaults to watch time. Watch time is very important, but views are more important in this sense, and it also has the revenue all the way in the far right. So let's take a look. Almost all of my highest viewed videos, nope, literally all of them are guides. So if that says one thing, yeah, guides they're good to bring content and people in, and people like guides, so they're pretty timeless. Luckily, they help people out, so I can't complain. Now, let's look at my most viewed video. How to get 10 out of 10 Game Dev Tycoon. 315,000 views. That's a lot of views. Almost 1 million minutes watched on that one video. It says it's brought me in 436 subs. The issue with that is it's brought me in more subs, because that is only based on people subscribing from that page. Once they click on a different video or click on my channel and subscribe, it's gone into the ether of general subscriptions. Now, that's the really, really weird thing about these stats. You'll never truly know how many people subbed because of a video. So I like to think 1.5 times 200%, 1.5 to 2 times that video is what actually subscribed from that video, because no one's subscribing to your channel from your channel. They're watching a video and subscribing from that. But I didn't bother bringing up those stats because they're not really relevant. As you can see, 5.666 thousand subscribers and $1.6 thousand made. Most of that has been in the past 2 years when I've been like somewhat taking my channel seriously, but to a certain extent. So, what's this mean? Well, as you can see, all of my how to get 10 out of 10 Game Dev Tycoon, that's a guide. MapleStory Reboot, what is the best class you should play? That's kind of a guide. Game Dev Tycoon, how to make 10 out of 10, yeah, that's right. I made it twice, and it's combined almost 500,000 views, almost $400 probably. But yeah, I remade it because the first one, it was like a stream rip, so I didn't like it. OSR Splashing Guide. That's my most popular old school RuneScape video. 107,000 views. I have no idea how that happened. 85 subscribers. $145. That's really good compared to everything else. It makes me every 1,000 views about $1.30, 35 cents, something like that. From there, we can say Warframe, where to farm. Yeah, so that's a guide. Maple Story, level 1, that is not a guide. That is 24 hours straight of me playing RuneScape. Or sorry, Maple Story. But it's multiplied 4 times. Yeah, 4 times speed. 6-hour long video, 24 hours of me leveling in Maple Story. I don't know how that one got popular, but it really got picked up. Maybe it's because the incredibly high watch time, like 60,000 views, 330,000 minutes of watch time. That's a really high average, because right now I average about 2.5 to 3 minutes watch time, and that's almost double that, so. But then you see Maple Story 5th Job Guide. Warframe, where to farm, that's a guide. Maple Story Commercially Complete Guide. This is the Police Guide. Maple Story Marvel Machine Day 3, that wasn't a guide. So then we see 10 perfect game. That was just kind of like Game Dev Tycoon clickbait, but it wasn't clickbait because it was a Game Dev Tycoon playthrough I was doing, and I knew people liked it when you did really well in that game and said 10 out of 10. So yeah. And then OSR's 10 Hours of Konar Slayer. That's not a guide. That one got popular because it was the first video of its kind like that, and it got a lot of views. So definitely taking advantage of updates in games can get you a good amount of views as well. I'm obviously purely speaking from a gaming YouTuber standpoint because that's all I fucking know, but I barely know that because my life is a mess in its entirety. Yeah, and then from there you see another guide. Warframe, what to buy. Warframe, where to farm. Warframe, where to farm. OSRS Motherlode Mine Guide. Maple Story. Maple Story. Those last two aren't guides. So out of my top 20 videos, 25 videos, 3 or 4 or 5 actually, aren't guides. So that kind of says a lot about how I interpret YouTube. Here's the thing though, guys. The most important thing about YouTube is you have to create, first off, good thumbnails and good titles. Though that, as stupid as this sounds, that is the most important thing. Because a good thumbnail and a good title gets people clicking on the video. As dumb as this might sound, content is third most important. Because we've all seen terribly crap YouTube channels with millions of views that just reuse content. Like the one dude, Joey Salads, he just made fake pranks. One guy, he's doing like 3 a.m. at my house phone call crap video. They're all terrible. They're more marketed to kids, obviously, but they're not good videos. They're all clickbait trash videos. So his market is quite obviously small children who will click on his video. And my market is currently people who want to look for a game guide because that's my main audience. And 3 specific games. Most of my subscribers come from Game Dev Tycoon, Maple Story first off, then Game Dev Tycoon, then Warframe, and then Old School RuneScape. Because those are the 4 games that I've gained a lot of traction from technically, because obviously the stats show it. And a lot of these videos, they seem to get a lot of views just out of nowhere. Like a lot of times I create a guide, it doesn't get picked up traction very fast, and then out of nowhere it gets 50 to 100 views a day, right? Nothing like substantially amazing, but getting like 1 to 5 views a day and then going from that to 50 to 150, something like that, views a day. That is purely because the YouTube algorithm eventually picks it up. So I'm going to say this, if you're a small YouTuber like me, you need to get that video up to 1 to 2,000 views as fast as you possibly can. It has to like pick up traction fast. It matters. It's crazy. Like, you can wait it out, like, just make the videos, but if you don't get your videos out there and don't pick up any traction, you're kind of just, like, what are you doing? It's kind of funny, though. So, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I wanted to show everyone a bunch of random stats, so hopefully you liked it. If not, whatever. I make YouTube gaming content. I currently have no idea what I want to make. I want to play Teamfight Tactics, maybe make old school RuneScape videos, maybe make Warframe videos. I don't know why I'm doing that. Maybe go back to Maple Story. No, I don't think I'd go back to playing Maple Story. I could definitely make videos on MapleStory, though. It's an interesting game to make videos on. Possibly live stream, but honestly, I don't know. I'm more interested in my real job right now because that's it's a little bit realer, if that helps. But let me know what you think, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys next time.